Hello everybody and welcome back to some more FM19 Journeyman, where we are currently playing as Berwick in the Ladbrokes League 2 Scottish 4th tier. And today we are here for the games against Stirling and Annan. They've got to have a longer bit. Annan Athletic, that's even worse. Okay, it's not made it any easier to say. Annan Athletic. Annan Athletic. That's going to be a fun game. If there's any highlights, because we did have the one last game where there weren't. But no changes to the squad other than the left back who we signed, Kevin McKinley, has came back in and Daniel Crisp has gone back to the bench. So actually he can come on, or back to the reserves, but he's going to come back on the bench for Ali Adams, who may see the pitch soon because Sean Brennan isn't very good. Actually, let's go with Ali Adams and let's make him a goalkeeper on defend. Let's try this. Let's try just having a regular keeper. How about that? Let's give Ali Adams a run out. Right, he's making his debut today. That was unplanned. So let's submit the team and hopefully have a more interesting game than the one against Albion Rovers. Stirling and Albion are expected to finish 4th at 17 to 10. So we'll hopefully be able to. I mean, it's doable, right? So let's just passionately say, let's give the fans something to cheer for. All this away support that we're going to have bought. By the way, we had a season ticket report. 150 we sold. It's not a massive following, is it? But you know what? It'll do. It's good enough for me. They have a free kick here. Then Moon's going to put it in. Hamilton heads over the bar. And that's the first highlight of the game. It's not massive going on, is it? But that goes over to the Lavery. Oh, I thought the keeper was going to fumble it for a second there. At this level of play, it's certainly possible. You'll see a lot of strange stuff going on with goalkeepers. Both ours and the opposition's, I assume. Brennan had a lot of mishaps, and that, I thought, was going to go in while I was mid-conversation. But no, it didn't. But yeah, we've seen some strange stuff from both sets of keepers, mostly in the Betfred Cup and in the Iron Brew game. But they take the free kick. Adams just about keeps it out, and we do clear. I thought there was going to be a chance for a counter-attack there, but no, not yet. And time is ticking away. We're getting a bit closer to half-time, but still time for something to happen in this first half. They have a free kick here, then deep in their own half, or just before the halfway line, actually. But we do manage to win possession back, but it falls back to them, and they're working it quite nicely here. Thompson on the ball, gives it to Wilson. Back to Thompson, but we lump it forward and Lavery is on the run. Can he shoot? He can, but it's saved by Ferry. We do get a corner, but you don't imagine massive amounts are going to happen from this as Scott puts it in. It's just a bit of FM knowledge there. Corners don't do a lot when they're after a highlight. It's only when you start on one. So Cook gives it to Willis, and can we get a ball into the box? Sort of. I mean, I didn't mean to their keeper, but it did enter the box, so he did do what I asked, just not very well. And you know what? Very early on, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make this team talk. I'm going to passionately say, we're not doing badly. They literally, like, my team talks aren't great, and I have no man management skills because of my my starting reputations. So we are going to bring on Connor Scullion very early on to the second half. I've got a lot of faith in him, to be honest. I just think like this double poacher system, it gives us a lot to run at them with, and it gives us a lot to sort of create from. Because I feel like the ones that are going towards Selwyn Scott just aren't really creating into anything. The only time we see chances are when they're going towards Lavery. So we're basically just bringing on another Lavery to try and create chances. One of their players has gone off injured, and this second half is absolutely shooting by. Maybe another change is needed, but I really don't know what to do. Our midfielders aren't really good enough to bother bringing on, especially compared to Brown and O'Kane. So time keeps ticking away here. And, well, the second half has resulted in nothing so far. And as the last couple of minutes tick by, don't score now. Please don't score now. Okay, it's cleared. There we go. It's a 0-0 draw, which, given the opposition, you would take, right? But we are having a lot of games where nothing happens. I don't want to say that we're training hard tomorrow. I don't. Unlucky, boys. Ooh, no. Save it. I appreciate your... I'm impressed with your solid... No, just take the L. Just take the loss and just walk away. Take the point. Take losing the dressing room there and don't make it worse. So our results kind of look worse than they are. We do play every team 4 times, so it's not like it's a 23-game season or something, because that would be impossible. It's not like it's a 22-game season. We play each team 4 times and it's a 36-game season, but we need to win something on camera. The only games we've won have been penalty shootouts so far. So we will be back soon for the game against Annan Athletic. I'm just going to go flick ahead to there and let you know if anything happens on the in-between. Welcome back, everybody, and we are here for the game against Annan Athletic. And is it Athletic? It is Athletic. I remembered. See? And we are starting out with the double poacher system. I brought on Scullion, and Sedwin Scott, sorry, has dropped to the bench. Other than that, though, it's relatively the same. No other changes. So we're just going to submit the team and kind of just get stuck into things pretty much straight away. I'm hoping that we can pick up a win today. We haven't seen one yet. And before I forget, let's go and see where these are predicted to finish. So, season preview. They're only 1 spot above us. Now, it's quite a big gap, but maybe we can surmount it. I'm going to assertively say I expect to win. They just don't care. They literally, I mean, you can see it. Look, they don't care. So, let's just get stuck into them, and hopefully, this is very dark. Like, it's very colour washed, I guess. Yeah, let's hopefully pick up 3 points. They have a corner here then. Wright's going to put that in, and it's headed clear fairly safely, but claimed by Wallace. And they're passing it around a bit nicely here. Wilson to Wright, and it's a goal. It's 1-0, and it's his first goal of the season, of course, as it is whenever you concede. It's not the word. It's just the wrong word entirely. But yeah, it came from this corner, and the clearance wasn't great considering the time he had on the ball. And yeah, they're able to just play it. It goes for a bit of a pinball here, and the attempted save is better not spoken about, I think. But puts us 1-0 down into the first half. It's not a great position to be in when we're looking to try and pick up some more wins. Or some wins. We haven't won any yet. We've drew 1 and lost 2. So, half-time is here, and as you can see, we've struggled to really do much with it, and I'm starting to question whether we should be going at these teams a little bit more. I'm just going to say show me something else in the second half. Darren Lowry's annoyed, but let's just try and calm him down. You've been unlucky so far. No, just look stressed. You just look stressed. They have a throw in here then. Watson to Moxon, and we do hit it clear, although it does look like it's just going to go to Cinnamon. And that's a very strange spelling of cinnamon, by the way. As Hooper puts it forward, they're passing it around much better than any team we've played so far. We head clear, but again, it doesn't really go anywhere, and they're just retaining possession much better than, well, a lot of the teams we've played, really. We're struggling to get it off them, as Adams looked completely switched off there. The fact he saved that looks like a miracle. He was just taking a stroll, pumps it forward, but they reclaim possession again. So this highlight continues, and they put it forward. Smith goes for the first-time volley. It's a decent save there by Adams, it has to be said. And neither of our goalkeepers are very good, is the biggest thing I've noticed. Scullion tries to win it, but he can't. And, oh my god. I mean, I know we're at a low level of football, but, I mean, that's just, words just fail me when you see things like that. And I am going to make a tactical change, as Scullion is having an absolute mare. Sedwin Scott's going to come on as a target man on support. And we're going to try and, I don't know, just try something a bit different, I think. 75 minutes in and we're just not doing enough. So I'm going to take us to a more attacking mentality and just see if that's the change that will help try and just create something. We look just like we can't create chances in these latter couple of games, which, considering they've had 18 shots and we're playing counter-attacking football, you know, they should be coming at us, but we're just not doing the win the ball and attack with it thing. So something has to change here. as it's another defeat. It's a 2-0 defeat. Far from pleased, it has to be said. And yeah, maybe a change in the system's needed. It's very early, I know, but maybe we should get through sort of this first round of games before we start thinking about changing the system too much. But this just isn't really good enough. Now, admittedly, the teams above us, Elgin City and Peterhead, aren't doing overly good either. So there is potential that we can still do something here. Maybe a couple more players need to come in, something a little bit more creative in the midfield maybe, or I'm not really sure. Something that can maybe allow us to play a different style of football, maybe what we need. So I might go and look for some players before we settle on anything. And I will catch you next time. I will play the game in the Iron Brew Cup in between, because it's still only the second round. I'm not sure how many rounds there are, but there's still quite a few before we get to anything serious. So yeah, I'll play that off camera against Bohemians. And I will be back to you with the next game against Cowden Beath and Queen's Park. So Queen's Park, one of the teams that obviously came in for us. The other one was Stirling, who we actually played today, and I didn't really mention that at the time. But Queen's Park would be a nice team to beat if we could. So we're still looking for the first win in the league, and we will try and get that next time. So videos go up at 5:30 PM every single day, or if you want to get them in your feed, you can use the subscribe feature to do that. And thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great night.